Hey there, lucky stars. Welcome or welcome back to the channel. Cat Star here with an all signs reading. So some of you may have noticed that I took a break over the weekend. I was getting a little bit burnt out and decided it was time to get out of my own way, take some time to play, to relax, to get out by the water, to enjoy time with family, watch a few movies, just kind of hang out and even do nothing over the weekend. So I thought that, you know what, for this all signs reading, it would be perfect to take a look at how you're getting out of your own way for each of the signs. So if you're new to the channel or to these readings, we do the way that I do these is the fire signs: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, then water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, then air signs: Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So what I did for today is I went ahead and put, now if you watched, I've done readings with these cards before. I just went ahead and put out each of the zodiac sign cards in the order that I do them. And we're gonna, hopefully this is going to help me keep on track with where I'm at, that sort of thing, and potentially help you as well, although I'm not sure that you can actually see what the cards are here. So we're going to get into it. We're going to see how you're getting out of your own way. This is a timeless reading whenever you come across it, regardless of date or time, and it resonates for you. It is for you. Now, as a reminder, my readings are for entertainment and are general in nature. They may or may not resonate for everybody, so please do take what is for you and leave what isn't, for those of you liking and sharing the videos. Thank you so much. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. So let's go ahead and see here what or how you are getting out of your own way. We're going to start over here with Aries here. We're starting with Aries, and we're going to see, Aries, how are you getting out of your own way? I almost didn't even have room within this little space that I use and for it to all show up on the camera, so, or the video, so hopefully it all works out. Of course it will. Of course it will. I've chosen that it does, and it will. So let's begin with Aries. Aries, you have, now this is going to be a little bit interesting, trying to figure out how I'm going to do this. I'm just going to set the cards over here. So you have the Four of Pentacles and the King of Wands. So some of you have really been holding tightly to either money or something. So you're getting out of that here, Aries. You're moving into, with this King of Wands, this kind of inspired action. So moving out of being a bit greedy, a bit stingy, or holding too tightly, and moving into this place of inspiration where you feel inspired to maybe share, to maybe spend, and you're really, really being very conscious about it. So you're not obsessing about holding on to things, but you're using your inspiration, and for some of you, your intuition, to know when it feels right, and you're moving during those times. That is really gorgeous energy for you there, Aries. Now, let's move on to Leo. Of course, these are quick messages. So, just really quick, letting you know how it is that you're getting out of your own way. So, Aries, you have, Leo, you have Temperance and the Page of Cups. So, some of you have really, really been kind of going to extremes, Leo. So, you're moving out of that by being more balanced, by having this more this idea, holding this idea with the Page of Cups over here, holding this idea of what it is that you would like, but having that flexibility. So instead of being very, very rigid, Leo, you're moving into a more flexible state. You're open for surprises, which often comes with that Page of Cups as well. You know what it is that you want, yet you're not really going to an extreme as far as that, in the terms, or in the way of feeling let down, or feeling as if potentially you've failed, Leo, when it doesn't turn out the way that you wanted it to, because you get to remember that trusting the universe, trusting spirit to bring it to you in even better ways is always, always a potential. That can always happen. And more often than not does, even in those moments when we don't see it, Leo. All right, let's go ahead and move into Sagittarius. Whoa, Sagittarius. You look at these. These are both yellow cards. To me, yellow in the tarot is joy, optimism, a shiny, bright outlook. So even though this Seven of Swords is a little bit kind of questionable as far as that goes, there is joy, there is optimism on the other side of that. So with that Seven of Swords, Sagittarius, you are in this place where you have been feeling either as if you have been tricked or you have been tricking yourself, but you're moving out of that. You're getting out of your own way within that. You're noticing the patterns potentially, maybe noticing your own mindset and how you keep putting yourself back in those places or making those same decisions, creating those same patterns. You're moving out of that and you're moving into the Three of Wands energy. And that Three of Wands energy is really all about this getting ready to take action. Now, action doesn't always mean getting out, that you have to do work or go do something, that sort of thing. It can be understanding, noticing the patterns that you keep playing within your mind, the thoughts that you're having. So you're getting out of your own way. You're no longer tricking yourself. This is like a sly fox energy here, trickster kind of energy. You're no longer doing that, Sagittarius. You're moving into this place of action, noticing the patterns, noticing what the thoughts are, noticing potentially where you feel like other people are tricking you, and really, really switching your mindset around it to a more positive, uplifting, inspiring mindset that is really, really bringing about a shift for you. That's just gorgeous. All right, Pisces, you have, whoa, there you have it. Can't make it up. You have the Two of Swords coming in here and the Queen of Swords. So some of you Pisces have really, really been in your mind. You and Sagittarius potentially. I don't know if this is making it easier to have these cards or harder, but we're going to get through this together here, lucky stars. Pisces, you have that Two of Swords energy and the Queen of Swords energy. So very much within the mind, in the intellect, in your thoughts, right? So you have been really getting in your own way here, Pisces, by by feeling like you're at a crossroads, by almost putting a blindfold over your eyes and putting your head in the sand. You're moving out of that into that Queen of Swords energy, which is just looking at things head on, really paying attention, but also being honest with yourself, honest with where the situation is. When we get so much within our minds, lucky stars, we can really, really have a difficult time moving ourselves out of it and being honest with ourselves. So you're getting out of your own way here, Pisces, by really looking at things head on, taking that blindfold off, pulling your head out of the sand, and being honest with yourself, with the way that you're seeing the world, with that perspective that you have, and with the mindset that you've been holding. And you are moving out of that. You're getting out of your own way by being brutally honest with yourself and looking at the responsibility that you may hold within the situations, the experiences, the events, the people even within your life. Wow, that is super, super, super just powerful there. And now we are on to Cancer. Cancer, this is so interesting for you. You have the Death card and the Seven of Pentacles. So Cancer, for you, it seems like you have been getting in your own way as you are potentially or have been potentially afraid of change or afraid of a new beginning. So you have been working very hard, Pisces, Cancer, to stop that from happening. But one thing we know for sure is that we cannot stop change. Change is inevitable. So you are really, really getting out of your own way, moving into that Seven of Pentacles energy. And that Seven of Pentacles energy is really looking at the situation, looking at how everything is changing, growing, evolving, and evaluating where you are at this moment, where you are choosing to go instead of resisting it, because we know, Cancer, that what we resist persists. You're really looking at taking a deep look, evaluating what this change is, what this change can bring, and you're moving or going with the flow instead of trying to resist it, which just brings it on stronger, quicker, faster. You are moving into this place of evaluating and looking at what this change could mean, what this change could bring, and being flexible within that, moving with the flow, moving with it here, Cancer. That is gorgeous. What a beautiful way to get out of your own way. All right, Scorpio, look at this, Scorpio. Scorpio, you have the Nine of Cups and the Queen of Wands. So that Nine of Cups is really about, within this reading, is really about getting everything that you want. Um, but some of you, Scorpio, are feeling like it's just not happening fast enough. You're feeling like you are wanting this to happen quicker. You are wanting to really step into this overnight. And do know that for certain things that can definitely happen. And for all things it can. It just depends on what your beliefs are. So you're really being guided to get out of your own way and to allow what it is to come through in that divine timing, to really look at what it is that you are working towards, wanting to create, moving towards, and to allow for it to happen in divine timing. What's really coming through here for you, Scorpio, is patience. And you have this with the Queen of Wands here. You have this very independent energy, but some of you are blocking help, Scorpio. So to get out of your own way, really, really be open to support, guidance, kind of advice from other people that can really give you that help with what it is that you're moving towards, instead of blocking it in a way or resisting it in a way. There is that independent nature about you, Scorpio, that you really, really are, working toward things on your own. And that is beautiful energy. But in some instances during this time, at least, and or during the time that you're watching this, it may be actually hurting you. So to get out of your own way, be open to and willing to accept help, be willing to accept guidance, be willing to accept support, and be willing to be open to what others have to offer for you. All right. Wow, that is gorgeous. All right, let's go ahead and move on to Aquarius. Aquarius, you have the Knight of Cups and the High Priestess. So how is it you're getting in your own way with the Knight of Cups, Aquarius, and the High Priestess? Well, what is coming through here is that you potentially, Aquarius, have really been in this space where you've been just a little bit slow, or you haven't been feeling super, super motivated. So within that, you potentially have been telling yourself that you don't know enough, that you need to go back to the drawing board, that you need to do this, that, or the other to be able to make moves or to be able to do what it is that you're wanting to. And within that, that is really creating an area where you are getting in your own way, Aquarius. So with that High Priestess here, this is really tuning into and trusting your own wisdom. So getting out of your own way is very easy. It's very simple. In fact, it is for all of the zodiac signs here, for all of you lucky stars. When you tune into what it is that is creating this, are you doing busy work? Are you doing things that aren't really moving the needle for you or aren't moving you forward? Are you tuning into that wisdom that you have, your intuition, the nudges, the knowings that you always get, right? And moving towards that for Aquarius here. Are you really, really being open to either doing whatever you're getting and or just taking a break? Because for some of you, it is just taking a break. All right. So that is gorgeous. And let's move on to Gemini. Gemini, you have been getting in your own way. You have the Two of Wands here, and you have the Justice card. So Gemini, you have been getting in your own way because you haven't been planning. Now, there's a time for planning, and there's definitely a time for moving up the seat of your pants, or, right, doing things within a spontaneous nature. But for you, Gemini, it's coming through that you've been getting in your own way by not planning, by not really sitting down and potentially creating a framework for what it is that you are working towards. Now, this can be for vacations, this can be for work, business, career, money. It can be for relationships. What is your vision? Because you also have the Justice card here, and that Justice card is coming through with kind of this cause and effect energy. So by just being very, what is the word, impulsive, Gemini, there's a potential that there are a lot of things that are going by the wayside, and that what you are working towards, what you are planning or not planning, right, being impulsive about, is not coming together due to that lack of planning. And it's bringing in a consequence of sorts with that Justice cards, that the things that you are really moving towards, working towards, dreaming about, wishing for, aren't coming into place because it's been so haphazard. So to get out of your own way, Gemini, you really need to just sit down and plan a few things out. Again, if this is a vacation, potentially book a hotel is what's coming through here, instead of just driving. Now, I've done this a lot myself here, Gemini, where we will just hit the open road and not even know where we're going. And there's definitely times where that can work to your favor, to your advantage. But during this time, and whenever you come across this reading, Gemini, it's really you getting in your own way to not see the completion or the fulfillment of whatever it is that you are working towards or wanting or choosing, and it is coming in as a consequence to you. So getting out of your way is just really about you planning a little bit more, Gemini. All right, Libra, you have the Three of Swords and the Eight of Cups. So Libra, you've been kind of feeling hit pretty hard. You're getting in your own way because you're not seeing that there is a lesson within this Three of Swords here. You're not seeing that whatever this is about for you here, Libra, that it's just a lesson. It's not a life sentence. All right, you get to learn what it is, take the experience, and then you get to move on with the Eight of Cups here. So some of you have been really, really holding on to something, to someone, to situations, events, and not letting them go. It was a lesson within that. You potentially, Libra, haven't learned the lesson and moved on from it. So there's a potential that that lesson is going to keep coming back around just because you're not letting go or departing from that there, Libra. So to get out of your own way, it's to realize, understand, and accept that there was a lesson here within whatever the situation may have been for you, Libra, and to allow yourself to move on from it, to let it go, and to move forward. All right. Wow, that is super interesting. This is a very, very insightful reading for you guys. All right, Taurus, you have the Page of Swords and the Three of Cups. So with that Page of Swords, you have this kind of this yearning, or this wanting to know something for you, Taurus, whether this is wanting to know why something happened, wanting to know why a relationship broke up, wanting to know why something bad happened to good people. That is what is coming through here, Taurus. And what you're doing, or how you're staying with your own way there with that, Taurus, is that you're keeping yourself stuck in the story of wondering why, and you may never actually get the answer. But when you are ready to move away from that, to get out of your own way and stop holding yourself back due to that, there is a Three of Cups energy that is going to be coming through, which is a celebration, which is just this feeling very jovial, is the word coming through here for you, Taurus, where you are opening up to potential possibility instead of keeping yourself in almost a stagnant state. So get out of your own way. Let that go, right? Let that go and allow for joy to flow into your life, because that is what is there for you, Taurus. Once you release yourself or stop holding yourself back. All right, Virgo, look at you, Virgo. You have the Ace of Swords and the Eight of Wands. So Virgo, you have really kind of been getting in your own way as far as clarity goes, getting in your head about situations, events, people, what have you, and really facing a double-edged sword. There's sometimes for you, Virgo, where you're feeling as if you really are open to things, but then you turn right around and you close that right off by getting up in your head and allowing for negatives or your perceived idea of what the situation, the event, or how the person was to really take over the show. That's really getting in your way as you are closing off any good things coming in, any messages, any new understandings, any new clarity, and you're closing it off from happening very, very quickly, Virgo. So when you get out of your own way and you allow that clarity to come in, you tune into your intuition, you let go, for a lack of better words, of that double-edged sword and really move into this space of just being open for the message, for the healing, for the understanding, for the clarity. However that resonates for you here, Virgo, it's going to happen very quickly, but you have to make the decision to, in fact, get out of your own way and to allow for alignment, to allow for that clarity, and to really, really notice where you're allowing your mindset to go, where you're allowing your thoughts to go, and really get on top of that before you make mountains out of molehills, okay? So that one's very specific. They're all very specific. This is just a very insightful reading information for you guys. All right, Capricorn, last but not least, Capricorn. So you, Capricorn, have been very, very indecisive with the Seven of Cups. Making decisions has been feeling a bit difficult for you, Capricorn. There's this feeling or this knowing that's coming through, energy that's coming through for me, that you've been really, really in this place of what if I make the wrong decision? But Capricorn, what's coming through here is what if you make the right decision? So getting out of that indecision, getting out of your own way, and just making a choice. It doesn't mean that the end of the world is here for you, Capricorn. It just means that you are deciding for yourself what feels the best for you, what feels like it's going to work the best for you. And you're also going to be dropping, within making that decision, you're going to be dropping any illusion that you've been holding. And that illusion, again, is coming through for you here, Capricorn, as just really being almost scared or feel fearful of making a decision for what the outcome may be. There potentially isn't a right or a wrong within the decision, Capricorn. It just is what is going to work best for you at this time. That doesn't mean that this decision is forever, as decisions like change can happen very frequently. And we can make a decision, Capricorn, and then choose something new just as quickly. As we continue to learn more, to grow, to experience, we can make a new decision. So it's not something that is going to be really kind of sucking you in, or that you're going to be stuck in, because you can always make a new decision. Now, for some reason, this is coming through for you, Capricorn, as in regards to a job or a position. And the thing is that whether it is or not, whether that resonates for you, Capricorn, but that's what is coming through for you within this reading. And what is coming through is that you get to make the choice, you get to make the decision, and you can always choose again. So if you get into this new job, this new position, this new career, and it doesn't feel like it's right for you, you still gain that experience, Capricorn, and you can choose something else as well. So not don't let yourself get in your own way by being indecisive or making, or not making decisions. Make the decision. There doesn't always have to be a right or wrong, and you can always choose again. Wow, this was such insightful information. I do intend this resonated with you and for you. If it did, please do hit that like button and share this video. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also, feel free to hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload new readings. Also, I'm super, super proud of each and every one of you lucky stars for making the choice, making the decision to show up, to listen to this video, to watch this video, and to get out of your own way. As always, I do wish you lots of hope, lots of joy, and lots of love with all of your current and future endeavors. I'll see you in the next reading.